active on you. There are concerns about the end of your life. So it may be a long time off, but it's acting on you now, for example. And so many of these attempts that we have at trying to understand the world to control the impact that it's going to have on us and the way that we interact with it, these are ways to help us try to make sense of our lives today based on projections or ideas about what the bigger picture holds. And so that's what I'm trying to use as a framework for that. If we There we go. So I'm starting with a couple of quotes and ideas for you, and I'll just explain the main points for you to think about. But there are so many interesting ideas from so many interesting thinkers, it was tough to choose, but there are a few here I'd like to use. So Niccolo Machiavelli, many of you have probably heard of Machiavelli, wrote The Prince, and he's explaining to someone who is ruling over a lot of people, how should you control and manage these people? What do you want? Do you want them to love you, or do you want them to fear you? And ultimately he says if you can only have one, you're going to choose fear. Why would you go with fear? Because it's dependable. And so referring back to Dr. Balzora's example, just think, if you put up speed limits and you have police enforce those speed limits, chances are you're going to stay within the speed limit for the most part. But if you're depending on people to operate under an obligation that's coming from within themselves, then there's a good chance they're going to say, well, today maybe I'll just go a little faster. They'll take advantage for themselves. So fear ends up being a more powerful controlling device. Now Socrates on trial. Was Socrates influenced by fear, or was Socrates influenced by that internal motivator?